Yeah, here's Gino. You've been tracking storms all afternoon as they continue to move into the area.
Yeah, and the good news of what we have been seeing is that the trend is showing these storms are starting to weaken a little bit.
Good.
So, and also the heaviest of the rainfall has been occurring west of the Milwaukee metro, which is where we had the worst of the rain last weekend. If you remember, we've been talking about it all week as people continue to clean up. So here's the current radar look. We do have the strongest of the cluster of storms making their way into Walworth County from Waukesha and Jefferson County. There's a little bit stronger lightning heading in from Dane County down towards Rock County. The lightning is a great indicator to show you how strong these storms can be and also what kind of punch they can pack. Further up to the north, not as much of an impressive look on the radar returns, which is good. It's okay. We got a lot of rainfall. We're perfectly okay not to get much more rain when we're still trying to dry things out here. So let's take a closer look. Here's Waukesha. They're getting a little bit of a downpour if you live in Waukesha. Oconomowoc, you folks are getting some rain as well. Jefferson, Fort Atkinson, Oakland, Johnson Creek, Watertown, all getting in on some brief and heavy downpours as we speak. And what I am showing is the rainfall rate, which shows you how heavy it is coming down. And we're picking up around 4.5 inch per hour rainfall rates. So if you're under these storms, it's coming down at a very heavy amounts at the moment. Now further up to the north, a little bit of a different story. More moderate rain and some embedded lightning associated if you're living up towards Sheboygan County, Ozaukee and Washington counties. We do have some light rain and moderate intensity embedded thunder showers, as I would even like to call it, because it's not as intense as areas that are ongoing further off to the southwest. So there is a little bit of a break starting to clear right here as we are starting to move through the last few frames. There's also a few little pop-ups trying to fill in behind that main line cluster as it's moving, propagating southeastward. We'll continue to watch this, and some areas that already got some storms earlier within the last couple of hours, you are getting the storms once again. But at least what I'm looking at with strong winds, I do not see any of that here. We do have around maybe 25, 30 mile per hour gusts at most with some of the downpours, but that's certainly some good news. That being said, we still have that severe thunderstorm watch in effect until 7 o'clock. However, would not be surprised as we head into the short-term forecast. We'll start to see the Weather Service trim some of our northern counties as that line is continuing to move further downstate and towards the Illinois state line. On top of the severe threat, we also have that flood risk that we're watching closely, and we do have that flood watch that goes until tomorrow morning, as we'll be watching after this line moves through the potential for additional showers and storms. And this is just a fresh reminder that if you do see a flooded roadway, remember to turn around, don't drown. It doesn't take much water to sweep you off your feet, take your car off the pavement, or even large trucks. So only a foot of water on the surface is all it needs to move a vehicle and lift it off from the ground. Right now, radar, or I should say river flood warnings in effect. We just got one, which is the Fox River in Waukesha, holding on to minor flood stage. And this is good news right now looking at the radar estimations of the heaviest amount of rain. We're seeing it well off towards our western counties where they did not see as bad of an impact. So this is the locations around 1 inch, 2 inches where you got the yellows. That represents about 2.5 inch radar estimation. But then as you get closer towards the lakeshore, under 1/10 of an inch of rain has been picked up, and that's perfectly fine. We're glad, at least right now, that the areas that got hit the worst yesterday, or last weekend, excuse me, are not seeing it right now. However, we're not out of the woods just yet. We do have a stationary front that's pivoting right across, and as we push through the next couple of days, we could be seeing that opportunity for additional showers and storms to move through. That is going to sink down to the south. Additional thunderstorms are possible. And then as we head into the day for tomorrow, it doesn't look as bad, but then later tomorrow night, we'll be watching another opportunity for storms to move in here from the west. So 75 for tomorrow, chance of storms, another opportunity as we head into our Monday, 83, 80 on Tuesday, and then we'll start to dry things out a little bit Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Very comfortable temperatures, mid and upper 70s, and then a small chance of a few showers on Saturday as a front moves through. But at least right now, the heaviest of the rainfall is not occurring in the areas that got most impacted last week, which is good news, but we're not out of the woods just yet.
You'll be here all night tracking it, Gino.
For sure.
All right, thank you. Right now, a Category 5 storm is rapidly strengthening.